The chapter of my life as a cruise ship performer has truly been monumental to who I am, and I feel I've learned and grown so much over the years spent at sea. But now it's time for a change. Hi, I'm Jessie, and welcome back to A Performer's Life at Sea series. This year has been a really big lifestyle change for me as I've not been performing on cruise ships, and I'm trying to settle into somewhat of a normal life on land. And I just wanted to talk about that transition in today's video. Before we get into it, here is the answer to the final round of Two Truths and a Lie Cruise Ship Edition. I would love to know if you've been playing along, how you did, how many did you get right. I still want to make a Q&A and storytime videos, so of course, if you have any other questions, be sure to drop those in the comments below, and hopefully I can include them in that video. Now on to today's video. Transitioning from ship to shore is a bit of a challenge, I won't lie, especially if you've done a lot of contracts, or if you're like me, you've spent more of your adult life at sea than on land. It can take a minute to find yourself again. I've changed so much from when I first started working on cruise ships. Rightfully so, I was 20 when I first started. You can check out a bit of my cruise origin story up here in this video I made a few years ago. Now, as I sit and film this video today, I'm 31, so I very much welcome that change. Throughout my time on cruise ships, I've met so many wonderful people who've helped to sculpt me into the person that I want to be. But that said, I do feel like land me is about a decade behind, so with this transition comes a lot of self-discovery. I've recently made some huge life changes. I've officially moved to England, and I'm kind of trying to grow some roots here, but it has been tricky. This is the first time in my adult life that I've been living on land and actually trying to settle down ever. So normally in between cruise contracts, I've treated that time off kind of as a vacation. I did a lot of traveling, and I was never really in one place long enough to get a job. So that was great. It was like land life was vacation time and ship life was work time. The only exception to this, of course, being my break during the pandemic. But now that I am trying to be settled in one place, it's been a really odd question trying to answer what comes next career-wise. And I think for a lot of performers, the game plan after a cruise contract is to book a national tour or a regional theater with the hopes and goals of working on Broadway or the West End. So I think for these individuals, the path might be a little bit clearer. You know, you get off the ship and you get back into auditioning, back to the grind. But for myself, this was what I really wanted to do. I wanted to work on ships. I wanted as many different opportunities within the cruise ship bubble as I could get. Different ships, different shows, itineraries, roles, and leadership opportunities. And I am beyond grateful that I can look back at all I've done and say, yep, I made it happen. I would love to perform on land, don't get me wrong, but I'm still trying to figure out a way to do that. Where I'm living now, there really isn't a big theater scene or like dance industry, so TBD, I will keep you posted. Until then, I am currently teaching dance classes, which is really special, and I hope to inspire some young kids to follow their dreams, and I hope that I can share my stories of making it happen so that they know they can too. But the main point I wanted to share in this video is it's okay to not know what comes next. It is an uncomfortable place to sit in, and as I mentioned in my last video, there are so many things that I will miss about ship life. Maybe I will be back performing on cruise ships again in the future, never say never, but for the time being, I'm really trying to find my purpose, find fulfillment in my new routines, and really make the most of the opportunities that present themselves outside of the ship bubble. And it's a little scary. Ship life, as challenging as it may be, is also where I'm the most comfortable. I love my ship routine and my lifestyle, but as an artist, I think these times of uncertainty give us the opportunities to create, to grow, and to blossom, and I welcome this new chapter with open arms. And that is a wrap on A Performer's Life at Sea series. Thank you so much for watching all of these videos, and I hope that you'll stick around to follow along on my next adventure as I make the leap to land life. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next new video. Coming up next will be a vlog sharing my first summer living in Cornwall, England. It's filled with beach days, festivals, and new beginnings, so I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!